and welcome. Today, this will be a kind of a reaction / conversation about what the hell is going on with G4. I'm joined by,
Fiore. What's up?
so I wanted to get her reaction to what is happening with G4 and explain. Right? She's a gamer girl. She's the better one to dive deep and explain to us her thoughts on what this foreskin one, FROSK,
Her name wasn't Foreskin. I apologize.
take on treatment of women in gaming. I think you watched some of it. You haven't
Here
watched,
to chill with it.
right? So this would be her reaction and her thoughts on all of this craziness. So begin.
But I'm here to tell you, and you're gonna have to cut this B-roll in a second, because it's done. And what I do think that there is a larger discussion about Red Dead Online and that we need to have eventually about game design versus immersive experience and comparing the Red Dead Online multiplayer experience versus the solo player one. But I actually want to talk about something so much more important than Red Dead Online: sexism in gaming. In joining G4,
Yes, Queen. Watch our competition in his face.
I had no idea. In joining G4, I was ecstatic.
You see
to be
his
part of
face just
something
now, like,
Yeah.
grew up
What
watching
the
my
heck
entire
are you
life. But every
doing?
time G4 is brought up in various channels, even in this YouTube channel, we have the chat in front of us. I can see you. Without a doubt,
see
there will be
you.
backlash because I'm not as bangable as the previous hosts. It somehow
Talk to him, Frost!
it has somehow been
Stupid
expected
ass
that
man.
you can talk
Watch
about
him.
how much you jerked off to women as a compliment.
And gas
It's
and
not
chill.
a compliment.
weird.
Yeah.
It's
Gas.
dehumanizing and it's weird.
Watch
Women
her.
do not exist to be
Just
nice
Cessna.
on the eyes for you. Morgan Webb, Olivia Munn did not exist to be nice on the eyes for you.
Women on video platforms shouldn't be looked at. Close your eyes.
That is so stupid. I don't know.
Hey, she cooking,
That's the
y'all.
dumbest thing.
And that's just obvious sexism. You don't need to
That is
explicitly
obvious sexism,
objectify
okay.
women or declare that you hate women to be sexist. Just go ahead and check out Thorne's latest meltdown on Twitter for some spark notes. Now, here at XPLAY, our reviews are written and
Keep in mind, this was
produced by a
written,
team
this
of
wasn't
people.
off the cuff,
There
eh?
are too many games for one person to shoulder the burden. So we divide and conquer. And when we use language like we or I, that's the reviewer. That's coming from the mouth and experience of the reviewer reading that review. And that's not to say that Gerard, TBH, Adam, or myself
That's
don't
what you
contribute
think.
to the reviews. We absolutely do. But it'll always be in varying degrees and take a whole team behind us. That's why we're XPLAY and not Adam Play. We have done the experiment and controlled for the variables. Adam will read a
Adam
script
Clapton
written
for
by the
please shut up.
same writer that I will read the other half of the script for, but I'll be the one flamed. And yeah, it also happens to Gerard and TBH, but that doesn't discount the sexism of how it happens to me when it does. Both things can be true, that there is a general hatred of any change that isn't Adam, and that I'll receive special flame just for being a woman. And I wish I could turn the camera around so that you could see the incredible team that make XPLAY. Half of our producers and writers are women. Emily, Abby, Megan, Joe, Jake, Zipper, Gabby. It goes on and on and on. Former writers that are
Filing
now on
cabinet.
ATOS like Vanessa. When you're in our DMs or on those YouTube comments or in Twitch chat right now, those reactionary threads thinking that I'm somehow ruining your current XPLAY experience because you can't objectify me how you previously did to Morgan, or that I'm somehow less qualified
Are
to
you
speak on
done?
something
Okay,
that
she's
you
almost
can't
done.
quite put your finger on why, even though I'm reading the exact same script as Adam, but you have no problem with he's part of it. You're letting your unconscious biases ruin my day, and you're gatekeeping the gaming space. So maybe for 2022, we be a bit nicer, a bit more self-reflective, and we enjoy the fact that people are working hard to make free content for you. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace.
Hey, I got it.
Okay, Ricky, cut that.
Poor Gerard. Like,
Poor,
who is
yeah.
this?
His face in the beginning of this is golden. It's like, what are you
He
doing?
was like, there we going now?
What are
Wasn't
you
expecting
doing?
that. He literally said that.
Yeah, because it came from like the wrote it, and it's just like he didn't know that was there. Before you say something, look at the likes, to the dislikes. Yeah, for a second.
My question is, how we going to see it? They're allowing it to, the person can allow it to be showed or something like that?
No, I
or
have an
whatever?
extension on so I can see it. Alright?
Ah, I see.
I can see this. 20k dislikes to 2.5k likes. That ratio is heavy. Alright? It is
I
getting
feel like just people who like him because they're glad that XPLAY back. That is all.
no, the public
Or they
prescribed to
probably
this.
agree with whatever
Yeah,
it
agree
is
to
she said.
whatever she just said there. That whole rant was about.
Mm.
And you see what she said at the end? You see that part?
So maybe for 2022, we be a bit nicer, a bit more self-reflective, and we enjoy the fact that people are working hard to make free content for you. If you don't like it,
Free content.
don't watch it.
Don't watch
Peace.
it. Okay. Alright.
I talk to you like you're retarded because I think you're all retarded.
People who
Girl,
say
Bobby
that.
was like, why I choose to come for this episode, boy? I should have come on episode after.
I sure it was them is the kind of people there's no one shit fake, you know, like you're trying to put up a front, but yeah, they getting roasted in the comment section. Roasted, right? But let me hear, well, let me just say, my take is look at my comment is right here. I say, wow, I knew something was off with this version of XPLAY, but didn't know it would be this bad. This is an old take from someone that I never heard of before. Let me tell you this. Respect is earned, not given. Good luck to you /XPLAY, dead on arrival. That's what I put. What's your take?
I feeling kind of hurt because she started off talking about something that I in love with and bending out about right now. Like you can't go from the community and this and that and that and this and then you jump up on ball, it's done. What that's supposed to mean? Nobody listening to it, but whatever. And then you go on to the madness. You leave actual so-called gamer cause.
Actual gaming issue to jump to sexism in gaming.
Yes, sexism in gaming. Like, I mean, I'm a chick, and I never really used to pay attention to that Morgan was there to be easier on the eye. I did like Morgan. I feel that Olivia Munn was more of the, look at me now.
You're erotic. Have you ever jerked off to me?
Not today.
Why not? Is it because I don't look like I'm not as bangable as Olivia Munn?
It's something that I guess most marketing stuff does do. You want to get a certain demographic, you do this, that they go come run and take.
Exactly. No, this coming from you. Okay, go ahead.
Morgan didn't really used to dress up in no real skimpy, no nothing. She used to dress normal as ever, and everybody used to gravitate towards XPLAY. And Olivia used to dress in all kind of madness. And you just want to watch the episode to see what the hell she wearing today. But both shows was good. But again, how we reach from gaming to sexism? Like, yes, it have girls who does game. Whether they choose to be sexy about it, yes or no, whatever. It have places you go watch reviews. It have ladies doing gaming reviews and whatever the case may be on YouTube as well. There's get plenty of people to watch. I'm very sure it have plenty of them do even have to strip off nothing to get people to come and watch. Because you're playing the game.
We ain't talking about Twitch thoughts here.
No, you're that far. Oh God.
We ain't talking about that. Right? But go ahead.
The fact that she think that people bending out because she not, how she say, effable.
Now press F if you're not jerking off to me.
I don't know how you reach there already.
Now tell me,
The show
isn't that an insecurity?
Yeah, because clearly me looking at you as a straight female, I could see not straight.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So therefore, all the males will also see that. So you expect them to want to do anything to you? They already know you're not interested in them.
Exactly. When?
Yeah, they already know you're not interested in them. You dress however you feel like to dress. Cool, nobody gives a rat's cricks.
Like a man.
Really, she look like she dressed uber comfortable. If it is you want to get that feeling like you're effable, then of course you will do what the girls and them who looking for people to have that feeling about them
But
do.
that is not what you. That is not what. Exactly, but that is not what she is. So how you can be complaining about that? That is not even you.
That whole thing there was a giant, somewhat insecurity.
You were saying how she now reached, the show now starts, and you don't.
Yeah, and we go on there already. Do you know how I'm really sure this episode would have pushed to the flicking moon if she'd have just continued talking about flicking Red Dead, because that is the new hot right now. We'd have a problem with Red Dead Online, like push that shot. And look, Gerard and I was confused. We going there? How we reach there? How? And if that was in the scripts, whoever write that script needs some licks. Because nobody's saying you could not add it in. Where you added it in was just super bad.
As we like to
The
say in
timing
Trinidad,
was off.
out of timing.
Yeah, out of timing, Dread. So as I say, the way how it go hot, a very good amount of gamers, especially people who playing Red Dead, is how you get some push and then pelt it way right after.
At the end, you can see she wanted to freaking cry at the end.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the freaking glassy eyes of it. Like, if like this is so terrible. You can't deal.
Mm-hmm.
But you as a big ass freaking woman in the public eye can't take criticism online. Big people, you know.
I heard that somebody said that she's supposed to be how would I call them, casters and them for what is it,
Yeah.
League of Legends or something like that. And I heard somebody say that apparently she went off the rails on a session as well. So like in my mind, so she do this type of thing before, and all you go think is a mighty good idea to bring she for the first episode of all the new comeback.
No, well, they hired her knowing what kind of person that she is, and that is the mistake. Is like this is the tweet when she was a caster for League, right? As always, very excited for the LEC to begin and watch my peers continue to thrive. That team is effing amazing. That said, we really need to talk about diversity in esports broadcasts. Because holy shit, that is a lot of whites. Holy shit, that is a lot of whites. Just blindingly white. As far as the eye can see, white. So you can see the type of person that she is. I just watch a lot of freaking fighting game stuff. Even from back then, it wasn't just white. Even from like 5 years ago, it wasn't just white, right? And when I talk about this too, when I talk about League and stuff like that, there's a lot of freaking Asians. There's a lot of Korean people. There's a lot of... When you talking about what you're seeing white, yes, but there are people of different cultures in there. So you're just lying. Just so that you could come up on stage and say something like this. For what? So it's the same type of mentality that's going on here? Tell me it's not the same. Tell me it's not the same.
Yeah.
And after you have a problem with people bringing up they have a problem with you, probably nothing to do with sexism, you know. That is the biggest thing. You probably have nothing to do with sexism. But it have all kind of other things of critiquing you on. But the best way for you to smash the freaking critiques down is to bring up sexism in video games. Like if it's a new topic. So what do you think or why just swayed it?
Well, what I have to say about this tweet is, again, there's just me, but I know a few black people would also like to say, why you always want to take up the rate for when we ask you to do that? Like that type of thing is a kind of way of, okay, I'm gonna bring this up to make it look like I'm looking out for these people. Like nobody asked for it. So calm it down now.
And there's another tweet where she telling get F Trump, and she don't want Trump supporters as fans. So again, same energy. The same energy where you're seeing here is the same energy where you're seeing there.
But apparently sometime last year, Adam's sister was getting on kind of
and right, exactly. So
I just say them is times where either they drank or smoke a little bit or too much or something, and then they get hold of their phone.
Yeah, there's act the range. It's like politics everywhere. It's like, oh gosh, is half the country vote for Trump? It's half. So you so want to be up on a pedestal that you would demonize all your freaking, like half your audience, let me see. You would demonize half of them just so that you can put yourself on a pedestal and talk down to people.
Yeah, I guess they're going with, as it is always say, good or bad publicity. Always
it's good publicity. Well,
yeah.
I mean, all the videos getting reissued right now. They lose up some subscribers, about 3,000, up to the recording of this video. So, I mean, to me, here why I go end it. Don't support people that don't like you. That's how I go end this.
That's the way it should be.
Clearly, they don't like you.
Don't support for supporting sake, man.
Don't go based on nostalgia alone. Because these people clearly have their own way of thinking. And if you don't think like them, they have a problem with you, right? That is the way how I will end this.
Them could have been real good without a problem, without a hitch.
Focus on the game.
They just focus on the game, or it could have just be freaking Adam alone, or it could have just be the two dudes and them alone. Yeah, not like we have to get a woman to tell me anything. It sure just need to be entertaining. That is all people want.
Yeah, and just talk about games and be entertaining, and that's it. Done.
And another something weird. but she just looking like a female Adam Sessler to me. Just slap a wig on Adam, and you get she.
And there you go.
I just had to say that XPLAY, come on. There was so much people's childhood. It was my childhood. Oh, you could come better to spite is how much years later you could still please people. And this way is not the way to do it, please. We don't want to push no causes. The only causes we want is causes for games. Nothing else.
Exactly. So what do you guys think? You all agree with what she said? Or you all agree with what we are seeing here? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next video. Peace.
Got me, yes, thinking about fiction, building to building on concrete slab. In my action attack, then first gets appearance. Mr. James, I brought all your photos, total $300. That's good. 1, 2, take my girl to dinner, thinking Red Lobster. Someone says, told me, look, copy this danger. Stupid white punk and green. You see, we had beef from before, since high school.